Good day, everyone. Today we interrupt our regular scheduled programming to give you some breaking news. Train Sim World 6 was leaked. You can see that image on the screen right now. So far, basically how this leak was obtained was some poor person over at Dovetail Games used an image name which from TSW5 just changed the 5 to a 6 and then uploaded this picture somewhere on the internet, and someone found it. So basically it's the main cover picture for the standard edition of TSW6, and we can see 3 trains here. And what I noticed straight off is there are no standard edition American routes or trains that we can see in this picture. They're all European. So I know the American fans are going to be absolutely furious, and I agree with them. The American content in this game has always sucked, usually. That I can think of a few exceptions, like Boston Sprinter, MBTA Commuter, maybe Long Island Railroad version 2, Cane Creek, things like that. So the trains that we can see here are a GWR, Great Western Railway Class 802, which I am very excited about. No, actually no. But why did I just say that? Because, quite frankly, this is disappointing as heck. This is absolutely terrible, frankly. We have a GWR Class 802, which has been models apparently been slightly altered for the Class 801 Azuma that we already had in the game. So we are getting a Great Western Main Line route. I'll only consider picking it up if it's Paddington to Reading, and then off to Oxford via Didcot, and then also to Newbury, including an 802, an 800, a 387, a 165, and a 66. And also 345 Aventura. I almost forgot the Elizabeth line. And also London Underground S stock as well. But I don't think we'll be getting all of that, quite frankly. In the train in the middle, you can barely tell, but it is the German ICE 3. Why? Why do we have to get an ICE 3 again? First off, we've had the ICE 3 recycled at least twice before. And that's not counting the times it was branded as an ICE 3M. It first appeared on Hauptstrecke München to Augsburg, and then was recycled again for Kassel to Würzburg, and now it appears it's being recycled again for another German route. We don't know what that German route is yet, but hey. And then over in the side, here, you can see a Dutch Koploper, ICMM Koploper, Intercity Express train. I am a fan of the Koploper. It is a cool train, and it's decent in TSW. We already had it with the Spoorlines Zwolle to Groningen route. And what was I going to say? Basically, so it is getting recycled again. I personally hope that it is something like a Amsterdam to Rotterdam route. Hopefully with some more Dutch rolling stock. So yeah, that's all we know about TSW6 so far, apart from one last thing. There are rumors floating around to the effect that one of the premium edition trains is going to be a Class 220, 221, or 222. That, if so, then having the GWR train would make sense, because then they would leverage the cross-country licensing which they have and put a Class 220 Voyager in on the same route as the GWR 802. Yeah, but otherwise, this is pretty grim news. Very disappointing. Thank goodness for the free starter pack, because if there wasn't a free starter pack, I would not be paying any money for this, because it's 3 basically recycled trains and uninspired route concepts and little to no American content. This is, quite frankly, a gargantuan disappointment. And with that, that is the end of this video. Let me know what you think of this stunning development down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.